hope it works now. Oh. I'm flipping tired of this, man. Flipping tired of it. Being a content creator sucks. No, I'm just kidding. Technology sucks, man. Make that a bit bigger so we can actually talk to you peoples. Just a few small adjustments here. I'm losing my mind. All right. Let's talk about this Bad Batch episode. Oh wait, we're still in the tower. That's all right. We're gonna hang out in Josh's tower since nothing's working in mine. But for real though, what'd you guys think of that Bad Batch episode? Give me a rating 1 through 10. Let me know what you're thinking about it. I guess I should probably get the socials out of the way. I'm not the Den of Nerds. I'm just a fan. Oh my gosh, are we playing both songs? Alright, my bad. We messing up all kinds of ways tonight. It's been a great time over at the Lair. What are we thinking about this episode though, guys? Let me know. I guess I should get rid of this too, huh? Head back into the Lair. What's up, guys? 9.5, 10, 8.5. What are we thinking? No Star Wars, no cry. Den of Nerds Live. You know what? I don't know what happened tonight. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I was given a stream key. I tried to use the stream key on the Den of Nerds Live. It didn't work. And then when I asked Chet, because he finally let me into the tower, if we can do a full stream at my lair, he said no, you can't do that. So Sheiv gets to have no fun during watch parties. I don't know why it doesn't work either. It's almost 1 in the morning. No one's on the Wi-Fi. I need to get Ethernet cables. I need a new computer. I don't know what's going on. Streamlabs just loves me. I love you, Streamlabs. Thanks for all you do for me, man. I love you. Don't trip. Positive talk. All right, positive talk. I thought that episode was probably a 10. I'm gonna be real. Last week's was lit. Rex is dope and all. But this week, even with stream issues to where I was crapping my pants and having to clean out my shorts, this episode was freaking lit. I'm gonna definitely have to watch it again tonight, and I'm gonna actually stay up and watch it again because it was that good. From the fact that we actually saw Crosshair and the team go, they took a chance and tried to get the information from the gosh, now I can't even think of the ship. Whatever, they tried to get information from the Venator ship, that's what it's called, and I don't know, just the pacing of it was fantastic. I think it was like a 26-minute episode, maybe 27 again, but it felt so just like, it felt jam-packed, like almost like Loki does, like how Loki uses every minute of that hour. I know that the whole point of that show is time and everything, but they really use every second of that show perfectly in Loki. They used every minute of this episode perfectly, from the times we see the Kaminoans to the times where the like Crosshairs with all those clones. They freaking were like, oh well, there's the proton torpedoes or whatever. They used those to get out of there, and freaking Crosshair almost got burnt like Anakin, and he was over here like walking up in the Jedi Temple type of stuff, trying to kill the younglings. He said, aim at the kid. I was like, Crosshair, you wildin', bro. What is you talking about? But for real though, that episode was so good, man. They just paced it so well. And then, of course, spoiler alert. I mean, all of this is spoilers already. Cad Bane, bro. Oh my goodness. Do you know what this means, Star Wars fans? Do you know what this means? I don't think you know what this means. It means that I'm right again. No, I'm just kidding, but sort of. I didn't predict exactly Cad Bane. In fact, that wasn't even one of the names I talked about. I think one of you guys talked about it in my streams. So shout out to the audience. You guys are pretty smart. Cad Bane was the guy that the Kiner brothers warned us about. And then they also said Kellogg told us it wasn't going to go the way we thought. I was kind of hoping for Boba. Someone in the chat also, before the computer killed me, said, is it Boba or Cad Bane? And I was like, could be either. That was perfect, man. Oh my goodness. The fact that Cad Bane won that shootout. Oh my goodness. And Omega's like reaction to it and everything, like, damn, bro, this was such a well put together show. The second half of the season is about to be crazy. We're about to get Boba Fett. We're gonna get the arc of Boba killing Cad Bane. Oh my goodness, this is perfect. We're gonna see that white helmet. I guarantee you, we are gonna see that white helmet probably. Speculate responsibly. We might not, but I think we will. We're gonna see that freaking white helmet. We're gonna see how Boba gets the dent while he kills Cad Bane. So, oh my god, we got Cad Bane! I'm so hyped. Star Wars is doing great. I don't care. Star Wars is doing great. This show is really coming into its own. In the past, like, 3 episodes, I know one of those was the Martez sisters, but that episode was really cool. We got some really cool implications about the droids. The Martez sisters were better this time than they were the first time, so whatever, man. It's still what it is what it is, and it's been great so far. I'm all over this stuff. I'm not frozen yet. Everything works better in the lair, man. I try and show up to the den and I'm there, and then Chet's like, nah, we ain't doing none of that. You're not an EP. I'm like, dude, Chet, come on, give me some slack, give me something, man. But I guess we gotta do all the streaming at the lair, and even when we do streaming at the lair, it don't want to work. Positive talk. Cad Bane! How hyped are you guys for that Cad Bane reveal? For real. Let me know. 1 out of 10. I'll tell you right here how hyped I was to see Cad Bane. 10. Scratch that. That's how hyped I am for Cad Bane. That's how hyped I am for Cad Bane. 1 through 10. What'd you think of Cad Bane being in it? What is the white helmet? Jedi Mike, go watch the video I made on Boba's white helmet. I don't know if that's the title, but go watch it. 10 for Cad Bane. What'd you guys think? B. Grissom says, you the famous dent? Yup, the famous dent. Yeah, dude. I definitely think we're getting that dent. Whitney's not happy about Crosshair. Tell Whitney to come in here and tell me herself. Best so far, but hoping for it to be better every week now. So I'm leaving room for that in my rating. Kyle Carter, it's been getting better and better and better. And this is why I'm saying you gotta trust Filoni. You gotta trust the animated Lucasfilm. Like, even if Filoni's not a big part in some of these, you gotta trust Lucasfilm Animation, man. They've been doing this since 2008. The main people are pretty much still there. Sure, some people have left over the years, but Lucasfilm Animation is killing it, man. Oh my goodness, they just give us heat after heat, man. It's like, alright, here's the show Clone Wars. We're gonna start it a little slow, just because we don't know if it's a kid's show and what we really have with this. Plus, this is the first time George Lucas is really doing animated television. Then, we're going to grow this show into one of the most popular shows ever, and one of the best Star Wars properties ever. Star Wars titles ever. The Clone Wars, fantastic. Rebels, A lot of people were skeptical about Rebels because Clone Wars got canceled and we were left with Rebels. Rebels totally came into its own, even with the countless freaking cameos in it. Like, it really is a great show in my opinion. Lucasfilm Animation killing it. Resistance is gonna skip that, but now we have Bad Batch, and this is lit, man. This has been great. This episode, again, for me, I'm sorry, that was a 10. I loved every minute of this episode, even though I was dying trying to stream a stream that wouldn't work. It was hype, man. Star Wars is delivering. They are delivering. I'm excited, though. Let me know what you guys are thinking about this, because I'm excited as heck, man. Too excited, if I'm being honest. There we go. Get a little light on me. Whitney. What's that about? Oh, now we getting... Maybe I was lagging in the chat. I don't know what happened there. Bunch of 10s for Cad Bane hype. Let's go. To be honest, that was just so sick. I was kind of expecting Boba. I was saying it before the stream was kicked me out, but that was hype, man. Again, whoever said Cad Bane or Boba, good on you, because we're gonna get both now. What do you guys think are the chances are we're gonna get Boba? Because I definitely think we will now. Insert Kermit screaming me. Whitney, that's the jokes. B. Grissom says a nice arc is upon us. I just think the second half of this season is gonna be fire. Like, that was one half of a season. Any of the haters out there, come over here. Listen up, haters. Look me in the eyes. All right? You're wrong. This show is fantastic. That was 8 episodes. That's half of one season. We're probably getting another season, so buckle up. It's been great. I don't care what you say. You agreed. You agreed that the first episode was amazing. Ever since, yeah, there's maybe been a filler episode here or there to you, but to me, it's been fire. That white helmet in episode 4 or 5, I don't know. Whenever they met Sid for the first time, I'm telling you, that's going to be Boba's helmet. I'm telling you. Jango's helmet no longer exists. That video will blow up someday, probably. Just kidding. I would be so lucky. But this is insane, man. Cad Bane being in this is insane. I love that he snatched up Omega too. Because what did I say before the stream? We were talking about the dates. Do I have that still? Are we gonna risk it? We're talking about this. Spoiler alert. We're talking about this right here. It says the common ground, Devil's Deed, rescue on Ryloth, infested, war mantle. I think this is accurate. Common ground could be Boba Fett meeting common ground with them. That could be episode 10. Who knows what? Maybe episode 9, Boba Fett comes in on them, and it's like he's going after Cad Bane, and that's why he helps them, because he wants to take in Omega or something, and then he finds common ground with them because they are all freaking clones. What is going on with my... What is that? Oh, that's mine. Yeah, he could find common ground with them. Then Devil's Deed could be Boba Fett turning on them and trying to bring in Omega for himself. And then he's gonna rescue on Ryloth. They're gonna rescue Omega. Infested, the Empire infested everything. And War Mantle. You know what that is. That's Crosshair, baby. We're gonna have a second half of the season that is so fire. Oh my goodness. I'm too tired right now, but I did say Omega would be snatched. I didn't even think that would actually happen this episode, though. That's hilarious. That's funny. Josh is over here every week like, Omega's gonna die. And I'm like, what? And now Omega's getting snatched. And I called it somehow. Josh, I hope you're excited to come stream with me and actually help me work a stream, because streams don't work when I try to make them work. Alright, we back in the lair. How we feeling though? I'm feeling tired, but happy about Star Wars, man. I'm so content with what's going on around us, man. It's been good time. Like, they really said, Loki, you're coming out? Vroom, vroom. Alright, time to start our engine. Guess what? Bad Batch is lit. Woo, yeah, baby. We really got Cad Bane right now. And I wasn't on stream for it, but that's okay because it's so hyped. Goodbye ears. I hope you guys have working eardrums still. Is that a little louder? Is that too loud now? The voice actors did amazing. How about everything did amazing? Oh, has anyone seen the voice actress of Omega? Cause damn, she's fine. Jessie Garcia, I actually watched a little video of her talking about Omega, and she's definitely a cool person. I'll tell you that much. She seems pretty cool. I like that she really put a lot of herself into the Omega character. A lot of people haven't liked Omega, even Josh out here, like, she needs to die. And I'm like, no. But a lot of people don't like her. And I like the actress. I like Omega as a character. I want to get that Omega Funko Pop. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's lit. Rescue Omega on Ryloth. Yes. Dengar was in the Clone Wars, bro. It's not him. We talking about Dengar up here? At least the chat's been lit, man. Who else thought Crosshair looked like Dengar when he was all Bane? Nah, yeah, that's not Dengar. But he does a little bit. I get what you're saying. Cad Bane said, sorry, milady. Yeah, dude, Cad Bane is, I don't think he's completely heartless. He just has to do a job, man. He does what he's hired to do. Yeah, the tension those engines made was sick. Tension? Yeah, man. Yeah, it almost felt like they were going to get burnt alive. It was hilarious. But like crazy. Sheiv is 100% on predictions. Not quite, but I've definitely... I don't know. I'm spitting out things left and right because I'm putting out so much dang content right now. Everything freaking crashing over here on Streamlabs. Alright, bedtime. Later, everyone. Good night, Green Bear. It's been dope hanging with you. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for having me on the stream earlier. You were a real one, my guy. Yeah, great stream today. Theory chat talking about Dengar as Crosshair. Yeah, everyone's kind of talking about that in here too. I could see it. I don't think that's actually what's up. I think let me look up if Dengar was in Clone Wars. Yeah, Dengar was in Clone Wars. And it doesn't really look like Crosshair that much. Yeah, Dengar is in a Boba episode, I think. Maybe I'm tripping. Probably, though. Or just a bounty hunter episode. But yeah, I think Dengar is already established. You'll get it next time, Sheiv. I hope so. Yeah. It's alright. What are you gonna do, right? I'm happy to be here right now. I knew as soon as I freaking stopped watching Disney Plus on my computer that it would work. But that's like the only way I can watch and do the stream. I need a second monitor. I need a better computer. I need a lot of things, but that's okay. We having a good time in here. We had Cad Bane, and I'm hyped for it. Woo! Hit him with the Ric Flair, like, Woo! Sorry, ears. That made my ears bleed. Jeez. Wow. 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 Why is Hunter draw so bad? Uh-oh. I probably made the screen go off. Here we go. Why is Hunter draw so bad? I don't know. No, Dengar was in Clone Wars. Yeah. I thought Crosshair was going to snap out of it when he got effed up by the engine. Nah. I kind of wish that they got the chip out of him, but it makes for common ground to be more interesting. And I swear we'll get Boba and we'll finish that arc. I think that's the whole point of the show, was to finish that one arc. Nah, this is dope, man. When you really think about it, this is kind of like a season 8 of Clone Wars, because Clone Wars was supposed to have that deleted Boba arc. And if you've seen the White Helmet Boba video I did, there's a clip of Dave Filoni talking to Rebel Force Radio, and he basically talks about Jango's helmet being blown up, and how basically Boba wouldn't have it anymore. And if you go watch the full clip, there's a little bit more context, but he basically says that, like, we could talk about Boba all day. Yeah, we're getting Boba in this. This whole show was kind of probably to finish his arc, and because he had the Bad Batch and the Martez sisters and all these things set up from Clone Wars Season 7, guess what? It fits into a perfectly beautiful story, because it's been about a year and a half, when you really think about it, since Clone Wars ended, and everybody knew we wanted more Clone Wars. So this is really like a Clone Wars Season 8. We're getting all these different things from this last season of Clone Wars that are built up in this, and it's fantastic. I love this. I'm having so much fun. The fact that we just got Cad Bane is insane, and I swear the second half of the season is about to be so damn good. And I definitely think Hunter getting shot and surviving is a hint to maybe all of them dying, if not just him. It's gonna be real sad, and that's probably why the Kiner brothers were crying when they finished the last episode. I'm gonna be straight up right now. We at the halfway point. This is predictions for the second half of the season right here. Omega's going to be left alone, but she's going to learn so much in her time with them. They're going to save her. She's also probably going to learn from Cad Bane and stuff. Plus, we're going to get Boba Fett. And it's possible that Omega doesn't have accelerated aging, and we're going to see her in the Book of Boba. How wild would that be? Because I think that is possible at this point, especially after seeing Cad Bane right now. Star Wars is amazing. Star Wars is amazing. Do you think Boba will be in Bad Batch? Luis? I do. Let's get it. I'm so hyped for this. You're going to get better with time, just like the Bad Batch. LOL. Yeah, I guess so, man. That's all you can do, is get better with time. It's not really my fault, though. It's the computer. I guess it's my fault for buying this computer. You're going to get better? Yeah. Ray, I think that this is how he'll get the chip removed. I don't know if he will get his chip removed anymore. Crosshair did get burned right where his chip is. It could affect him. Possibly. That arc could be rewritten, reworked for the Bad Batch. Mark Hamilton, that's exactly what I'm thinking, man. I definitely think that all of what was left in the end of the Clone Wars, Dave Filoni's beautiful genius mind found a way to combine it all together to create this beautiful show. It could be a one season thing, but I think it's going to be multiple. So it's like an extension of Clone Wars, and it might lead into Rebels like I originally predicted. Who knows? We could see Inquisitors by the end of this. How wild would that be if that's what kills them? Inquisitors. We know Dave wants to put him in more, supposedly, so we don't really know. It's just supposedly. Omega learns how to be a bounty hunter from Cad Bane. How sick would that be? Maybe she goes off with Boba after the Bad Batch die. Yeah, exactly, Zane. That's what I hope. It could be like Boba's sister, man. How cool would that be? I think Omega's gonna have a crazy high midichlorian count. I don't think so, Kyle Carter. I don't think she's force sensitive. Well, maybe she has a high midichlorian count, but she's not really force sensitive. Like, she's not gonna be able to control the force. I'll tell you that much. I'm not getting force sensitive vibes from her, but she got some telekinetic foresight kind of thing going on. Yeah, man, I've been saying for weeks that she could have heightened perception, which it really does seem like it. Even Wrecker was like trying to break the door open or whatever. She's like, bruh, boop. Like, I don't know. She just noticed. Maybe Wrecker's just that dumb too, but another 100% prediction. Inquisitors hunting down the Bad Batch. Yeah, man. If the Empire sees that, maybe that's what War Mantle is. I kind of doubt it, but like maybe that's what it becomes, because they like that they create the Death Troopers from it or whatever, and it's just the regular clones, because it doesn't, or not the clones, but the regular troopers, because it doesn't seem like Rampart gives two craps about the clones from that one scene we had him. Tons of chills. Cad Bane's appearance was epic, and it actually made me get nervous and gave me chills. Bro, he shot up Hunter. He shot him straight in the chest. What's up, Gavin Cooley? Cad Bane just iced Hunter. Yeah, bro. Inquisitors first, then Vader. I don't even know if we'll get Vader from this, but we still could get the Inquisitor show, maybe. I don't know, man. This is so dope. I do think we're going to get Boba. I definitely think we're getting Boba in this. If they don't finish that Cad Bane arc, I don't know what Dave is doing. This is definitely the kind of stuff I want to see right here. War Mantle will be the first appearance of Stormtroopers, surely. Do you think so? Because I was thinking it's like the Death Troopers. But that might be the case, Zero Gravity. That definitely could be the case. Yes, but I thought Boba hate the clones. You think he feel different about Omega? Does he hate the clones? He probably does, and maybe he would feel different about Omega because she's just like him. And at least I think that she doesn't have force sensitivity, and maybe she's enhanced, but maybe her enhancement is just like perception or heightened perception. So she's pretty smart. She has no accelerated aging, and she's a girl, because that could alone be an enhancement. Music in this episode winning. Facts. They've been doing. Kiner Brothers have been killing it, man. I need a hat like Cad Bane. Me too, Just Fernie. Me too. I didn't get a notification for this. That's alright, Jason. We've been having trouble all night. That's okay. Do you think Commandos didn't execute Order 66? Some of them did in Legends. It's definitely possible, man. Commandos like Gregor, it's possible he might, now that you say that. We see him in Rebels, and he's with Rex, and it's definitely possible. I think it was presumed that he died in Clone Wars or something like that. So maybe he just got his chip taken out at some point, or it just didn't go off because he was off on his own or whatever. And maybe that's who Rex was talking to, because we still didn't really figure that out, right? Boba doesn't hate the clones. He didn't want to kill them when he attacked Mace. That's what I thought. I thought he, like, because he is a clone, really. And even though he's, like, the most perfect Jango clone, and he was taught by his dad and knows everything and doesn't have accelerated aging, like, I think he's still, like, he feels more that they're a part of him than his dad probably does. I'll tell you that. Do you think Commando... Yeah. Rex is the man. I think it's definitely possible he still contacted one of the, like, Gregor or the Martez sisters, maybe. And I think they're gonna need Rex's help to get Omega back. Probably. I wonder I think next episode. Let's do that. Let's speculate for the next couple episodes, because we already kind of did in a way, but I want to talk about episode 9 in particular, since that's next week. I think episode 9, we don't have a title for it yet, but I think that episode, like I said, it's possible Boba Fett comes in, because it's the start of the second half of the season, and Boba could maybe be looking for Omega, and she's already gone with Cad Bane. Or when they go to try and rescue Omega, Boba gets there before them and he takes her. And he could be with Bosk, he could be with Dengar, he could be with all of those guys. And then episode 10 is Common Ground. So I think, and this is actually my real predictions for the rest of the season, I think episode 10, Common Ground, they're going to find common ground with Boba after he takes her before they can. And then episode 11, and well, they're going to find common ground because they have to fight against the Empire. And then episode 11 is going to be Devil's Deal. And that's going to be Boba making a deal with the Empire, or maybe Bosk or something, and that's why Bosk could potentially be in Book of Boba, and Boba and maybe Omega and Book of Boba go after him. But Bosk could potentially, or Boba could potentially, any one of those guys could potentially make a deal with the Empire and give Omega up, or give Omega to the Kaminoans. And then that could be costly, and that maybe could be when they need Rex, and then Rex comes to help them with the rescue on Ryloth, and that's when we see potentially Cham, Syndulla, and Hera, and Chopper. And then episode 13, I think it was Infested. Again, I think it could be the Empire infesting everything, because that's what they do. That's probably a stretch. It's probably not actually what it is, but that's my best guess with that name. And then we have War Mantle, which easily could be them having to deal with Crosshair and the Elite Squad again, and maybe War Mantle is the Stormtrooper project, and that's when it starts. And then who knows with episode 15 and 16, man. It could be the Inquisitors or just something, and then Omega has to go off with Boba, and Cad Bane gets killed by Boba before this, somewhere in that. I doubt Boba will be anywhere near the show. I don't, Luis. I think Boba has to be in the show. Luis, there's a deleted episode of... Sorry, this is for Luis Ortiz, not Escalante. Luis Ortiz. There is a deleted or an unfinished Clone Wars episode where Boba and Cad Bane face off, just like Hunter and Cad Bane did at the end of that episode. In that face off, Cad Bane shoots Boba in the head with his brand new helmet, and Boba shoots Cad Bane and kills him. Where Cad Bane shoots Boba, he gets a dent, and that dent stays with him the rest of the series and throughout all of Star Wars. That little arc was never finished. It's going to be in this show, especially after we just saw Cad Bane. I'm sorry. It's just facts. Quinlan Vos and Bad Batch. Very possible, Luis. Now that you say that, it's possible he takes a lot of the unfinished Clone Wars arcs and shoves them in here, especially with the entire second half of the season. It's very possible. Honestly, Cad Bane, one of the coolest movie, a straight Western Star Wars bounty hunter movie. Dude, that would be sick. That would be sick. I don't think Dave will want to kill Cad Bane off. Well, it's possible Cad Bane will live into Book of Boba, and that's where Boba kills him. But at some point, Cad Bane will die, I promise you. I don't think... Yeah. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, Jason Strope. It's pretty wild. You can actually find it on YouTube, I think. It's sick. It's in very unfinished animation, so a lot of it's like blocky, like people. But it's pretty dope. What else are we talking about? Could we see Barriss, Offie, and Chopper on the next few episodes? I don't think we'll see Barriss in this, but it's possible. I actually liked, where was it? I like the Quinlan Voss thing a little bit more than Barriss, Offie, to be honest. But we could see either of them. Maybe we see them both. What happened to Fennec? Maybe she rolls up with Boba. So they talked about Fennec for a brief moment. Nala Se was like, well, you already hired Fennec. And then he's like, well, we'll hire more. So that's why I think Boba will come into this, because they probably hired Boba as well. Or, you know, like kind of how when Baby Yoda was a target, like everybody kind of freaking tracking fob to go find him. Maybe Boba just has a tracking fob to find her or something. Hondo? Hells yeah, Hondo really shows up everywhere. It's possible. Hondo does show up everywhere. He's like Ahsoka. Dave puts them ish on everything. Straight up. Will they save Cad Bane for Book of Boba? Possibly, but I'd rather see him die in this. Hey, that's my favorite bounty hunter you're talking about. Gavin Cooley, that's one of my favorite bounty hunters too. I talked about last stream, or shoot, I've done so many streams lately. I talked about on yesterday's stream how I grew up with the Clone Wars, and that first season as a little kid I thought was epic, especially the season finale when Cad Bane abducted all the senators and stuff. I thought that was the coolest thing as a kid. I love Cad Bane. I have a Cad Bane Funko. I think Cad Bane will be the old fastest gun in the West type character in Book of Boba. Maybe to some rival warlord of Boba. Alright. I'm going to say this. The chances of Cad Bane dying in the show, 70%. There's a 30% chance we'll see him in Book of Boba, and then he'll die in Book of Boba. Either way, there's a 100% chance that Boba is going to kill him. I'm sorry. It's just facts. Dave already made that. That was George Lucas's vision. That's what's going to happen. It's just a matter of if it happens in this show or Book of Boba. And I think there's a 70% chance he dies in this show. To Boba. Jedi Mike, I love you. What are you talking about? I don't see your chats, bro. Where you at? Could have seen... I did say your chat. What are you talking about? What you talking about? You wildin' out here, man. This makes me think there's no chance of getting all that unfinished Clone Wars episodes. I still want them. Jake, I was just saying that we're gonna get them in this. This is the unfinished Clone Wars episodes. I'm telling you, bro. Why do you think this isn't the... bro. Boba Fett is coming into the show and he's going to kill Cad Bane. I promise you. There's a 99% chance of that happening. Thank you, B. Grissom. So Boba probably in his 20s now at least, because he was a teenager in Clone Wars. He's probably like 15 or 16. I don't really know. Shoot, let's think about this. How old do you guys think? How old was Boba in Attack of Clones? Like 10? Because he'd maybe be like 13 or 14 at this time. Which is, he's still a bounty, like he's a bounty hunter already. We saw that in Clone Wars. He could be like 15 and like straight up a killer. But with that white helmet, he could easily survive against Cad Bane like he did in the unfinished Clone Wars episode. Your percentages got me dying. Bro, there's a 100% chance Cad Bane will die by Boba Fett's hand. Grogu in Bad Batch Season 2? Doubtful. But maybe. I doubt it. If they were going to show Grogu, it would already have happened probably. And there's probably like a 20% chance that we see Grogu. Probably less. He was 10 in Attack of the Clones. Yeah, so he's probably like 13 or 14. But he's still a bad yes. Straight up. I mean, all is in the Dark Disciple arc and the Sons of Dathomir. Well, we're not getting the Son of Dathomir arc, probably. Sorry about that, Jake Wheeler. At least we got a comic. But we could see Dark Disciple. I think that's possible. It would be a little different. Grogu gonna be everywhere? No. Sheiv will be. Grogu, yeah, no. What happened to the white helmet between Obi-Wan wearing it and the Bad Batch? What you talking about, Zero? You might be thinking of a different white helmet. At this point, it's only been 13 to 14 years since the clones were created. Yes, so that means Boba's 13 to 14 years old. Scrappy Coco, thank you. Boba was a badass by the age of 14. Yeah, straight up. I mean, you could literally look it up online. If I don't want to crash my computer. I'm not going to screen share this and have the stream freeze. Jedi Mike, vice versa. You're one amazing humanoid. Both of you guys are awesome. Love you guys. Shout out to B. Grissom and Jedi Mike. You guys are dope. You guys support the heck out of me, so thank you. I know, man, but we have to know who saved him. We don't have to know. It was probably Mace. We'll find out eventually, probably. I don't know. We never got the answer to the backstory of Luke's lightsaber, I think. Maybe we did in a comic. I don't think so. I looked how old he would be. Yeah, I'm pretty straight up accurate on these age predictions and stuff. I don't think Omega's probably like 11. Let's be real. Because that would make her like 2 years younger than Boba. And she probably isn't accelerated. Straight up. And 11 would mean that the Bad Batch is like 22 or 23, which is definitely possible. They look a little bit older, but that's probably their age range. Grogu becomes an Inquisitor for 850 years, Mike? Oh no. Nah, Grogu will become the Jedi Protector for the next like 900 years. Never mind, Obi-Wan wore the concept Boba helmet, not the white one. Yeah, the white helmet is like a different... It's just like the concept series Boba, but it's kind of the same concept if you catch my drift. But yeah, the white helmet in Sid's room could definitely become Boba's. So, how about this? In Common Ground episode, after they see Common Ground, they go to Sid, and then that's where Boba sees the helmet, and he takes it from Sid, or he buys it off Sid, and then he paints it green. Tim, your biggest Vader Lair cheerleader. Yeah, I love Tim, bro. Tim's the GOAT. But yeah, I definitely think that white helmet is going to come back into this. I think that Boba is coming. Boba's coming, baby. I've been calling it all this time. Boba's coming. He's coming. And we're going to see him in Book of Boba Fett. It all makes sense. Maybe it's just me tripping out at 1:30 in the morning. But I think there's no way it's not happening. I'm too hyped over this. It's got me excited. Thank Filoni. Thank the maker. Thank you, George Lucas. These stories that you're giving us, they're fantastic, man. They're fantastic. I'm enjoying them. I hope you guys are enjoying them too. Because it's a fun ride, man. I have enjoyed every minute of the Bad Batch. I don't know about you guys, but it has been so fun. Sheiv, where is Thrawn during this time period? Let me look. This is always always like timelines in the beginning of these. Ooh, that texture though. New book feel. Let's see. I don't know. Thrawn is probably So after Revenge of the Sith, canonically, is Catalyst, a Rogue One novel, Lords of the Sith, Tarkin, then the Solo movie, then Thrawn. So that's the other Thrawn book. Between episodes 2 and 3 is Thrawn Ascendancy, Chaos Rising, and then Greater Good. Thrawn is probably just becoming part of the Empire, or he maybe did at the end of this Thrawn Ascendancy trilogy. I think it talks about it in the Thrawn Alliances novel. I don't really know. I didn't read all of them yet. I did pull out the sacred text. That's funny, Ray. That's a good one. Thrawn is still in the unknown regions. For sure, Luis. Thank you for that. No problem, man. Have a good night, Ashhammer. Enjoy your time. Get some sleep, dude. Thanks for asking that, Jedi Mike. That was a good question. Yeah, I don't think Thrawn will be in this, but it's possible we could end up... I'm curious now if we'll get a second season, because I think a lot of people are going to enjoy this. I think Boba's coming back. I'm telling you, Boba's coming back. Omega's probably going to go with him. I'm telling you. There's just been so much foreshadowing to the Bad Batch dying. And it's so possible. They could end up for sure dying. Made me think heavy to be Grissom. Do you think with Crosshair's injuries he becomes a phase 1 dark trooper, or do some type of no. I think Crosshair is either going to be saved, or he might sacrifice himself, because maybe they'll break through to his chip in the War Mantle episode, which is episode 14, and he'll probably sacrifice himself to Inquisitors or some type of Empire power that's just after the Bad Batch. We know that Anakin had a connection with Crosshair kind of in season 7 of the Clone Wars too. Anakin definitely took a liking to him from my memory. They save all the Thrawn goodness for the Ahsoka show. Yes, give it to me. Yeah, dude. I think Crosshair will stay with the Empire for a bit. I think that War Mantle episode is going to be key to what we see with Crosshair. And I'm pretty sure there's 16 episodes, so the War Mantle episode is supposed to be the 14th, and I think it's heavily possible that we find out what happens with Crosshair in that one. Do you like the Yuzan Vong? Maybe the Filoniverse is fighting against them, and that's why none of them is in the sequels. Very possible, Luis. I like that. So, if we're really following the Clone Wars arcs and stuff that were unfinished, guess what else Filoni had drawings of and stories potentially ready to go for another season of the Clone Wars? That's right. He had the Yuzan Vong. There were actual drawings of his version of the Yuzan Vong that was pretty dope, and you could probably find that online. So yeah, I do like the Yuzan Vong. I think it would be sick if they bring him in. What are you looking forward to in the Andor show? I think too many peeps sleeping on Andor. Yeah, I think they're gonna put a lot of cool Easter eggs and a lot of cameo characters that we're gonna see in that one. I think I'm most excited to see Vader again. We're getting so much news about Vader. There's no way, in my opinion, they don't do a rebel or a sequel kind of show or a prequel kind of show. Even better, a prequel to Rogue One called the Andor series, and they don't put Vader in it. How is that even possible? Put Vader in it, please. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, dude, that's a great idea, Luis. I mean, both of us kind of were thinking it, but I said it. I'm gonna take credit. No, I'm just kidding. That's all you, bro. Andor will be amazing as fudge. Yeah, I think so too. Andor is probably the second most slept on show. I think the most slept on thing might be Visions, but who knows? We'll find out July 3rd when we see a preview, right? How long have I been going? Let's see. 50 minutes? Hopefully Streamlabs doesn't want to crash on me anytime soon. I'm surprised we haven't had any issues. How are we going to end this last 10 minutes? You guys want to keep talking about the rest of the season, or do you think I've covered it pretty well? We could emphasize the 15th and 16th episodes, since I think we can predict more on those. We can predict more on the 9th episode if we think Boba won't be in it. And maybe it's Fennec Shand that joins them in help of taking her from... Maybe it's Fennec and not Boba, because we've already got Fennec. And I did predict that Fennec could potentially join up with the Bad Batch and take Crosshair's place. So to me, that makes amazing. Or that makes sense. Andor is that spy thriller stuff. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be moments of Andor that I enjoy thoroughly, but I don't know what to expect yet. Oh my god. Oh. Sheiv is getting tired, man. Whoa. Why would Fennec help them? Do you remember back in episode 4 when Fennec Shand showed up and she kind of had a connection with Omega, and she's like kind of nice to her, and then the Bad Batch show up and try and shoot her and everything, and like she's doing a job, man. And if Cad Bane has taken her job and the Kaminoans went behind her back to hire other people, she's probably gonna take that as like a big FU kind of thing. And first of all, she's gonna want to take Omega from Cad Bane, and she'll probably do it before the Bad Batch if this isn't Boba, because it could be interchangeable, in my opinion. I hope it's Boba, but it might be Fennec. And then Fennec takes Omega before they can, and then episode 10 is titled Common Ground, and I think Fennec could find some common ground with the Bad Batch, and you know, they pair up together and fight against Cad Bane and the Empire, I guess. And then they get Omega back, they're all fighting together, and then the next episode is titled The Devil's Deeds, and it's possible that that Fennec could potentially make a deal with the Kaminoans and still get her money and turn in Omega. And then the next episode is called Rescue on Ryloth, and I think maybe that's when they rescue Omega, although I don't know why it would be on Ryloth. And then we have Project Warmantle as the 14th. I think in between is Infested, and I think Infested is probably Stormtroopers and the Empire. Ray Skymonker says, by the way, you rock, Sheiv. Liked, subbed. Thank you, Ray Skymonker. You're awesome too. You guys are the best. Thanks for being up this late and checking out my show and just checking out my channel. You guys rock. Definitely, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button. And if you aren't already and you're enjoying the content, subscribe for more awesome Star Wars content just like this, man. We killing it over here at Vader's Lair. I'm having a great time with Bad Batch. All the Star Wars news that's been coming out has made me so freaking happy lately. I'm hyped. I was way too hyped in my stream yesterday. Even right now talking about it, I'm getting more energized just thinking about the future of Star Wars, man. It's so exciting. You like that that little thing, guys? Zero gravity? You like that tangent I went on? He said fair, yeah. Yeah, man, it is fair. He only 2 likes and 18 in chat. Come on, people. Facts. I know I'm tired, but I think I'm doing pretty good with this Bad Batch content. Smash that like button. I didn't even know I had 18 people in here. Thank you, guys. I'm just happy to have that many people in here, too. That's pretty dope. What else are we talking about in chat? 20 people watching, apparently. Oh, we having a little extra light over there. I just noticed that. That's alright. Woo, the blue. Alright, right there. My bad, that was awkward. What are we talking about in chat now? My bad. This is the best time to be a Star Wars fan. That's so true, Luis. Like, everything is falling together. I'm gonna talk about it again because I talked about it the other day. I think this period of time, Dave Filoni is actually becoming like the George Lucas of the company. If you guys didn't really know, a lot of the business stuff with Lucasfilm wasn't always handled by George, especially towards the end. He just kind of owned it and ran the creative side of things because that was most important to him. And of course, he was training Dave Filoni from 2008, even before 2008. 2003 is when Lucasfilm Animation really became a thing. And he hired Dave and he trained all these people that were still part of the company. And Lucasfilm Animation didn't go away. It only grew stronger. I think Dave Filoni with his new creative or executive director position is more like Dave or George than he's ever been. I think he's in a position to control the creative narrative of his stories, of the TV shows, and of hopefully the movies in the near future. And I think that's why they're emphasizing so much television shows right now with Star Wars. It's a great way for them to establish characters because you spend more time with a character in a television show than you do in a movie. And I think when Dave gets enough experience filming these shows and stuff, they're gonna give him his own trilogy. And when that happens, I might bawl actual like happy tears, man, because Dave Filoni deserves this more than anybody else that I can even think of. He really is the closest thing to George that we have at this point, and he knows Star Wars probably better than anyone ever will, even George maybe. And I think that's why George picked him. And Star Wars, oftentimes the apprentice becomes stronger than the master, and even when that doesn't happen, sometimes there's other students down the line that grow stronger. We see that with Count Dooku training Qui-Gon Jinn, who trained Obi-Wan, who trained Anakin, and in a way each one of those is stronger or just better in a way. And of course Anakin turns to the dark side and whatever, and you get what I'm saying though. Like, even the rule of two, like, oftentimes the apprentice Sith would take over, or if they were too weak they would get killed. Dave Filoni is the apprentice to George, and it's possible that George molded him to be even better than he was. I think, no offense to George, but Dave is just doing such amazing things with the things that George taught him, and I think Dave is potentially the best thing for Star Wars ever. How can I be Filoni's Padawan? Luis, I want to be Filoni's Padawan, so you're gonna have to fight me to the death. I'm just playing. What do you think about Acolyte series? We need dark side content. Always is about the good guys. Yes, so Luis, if you haven't heard, there are very, very conflicting rumors out there right now on a potential show about the Inquisitors. I don't know if you heard about this. We covered it on one of my latest live streams. It's literally titled Inquisitors. It's highly possible that we're getting the Inquisitor show and the Acolyte show, and I think both of those are going to be amazing. I think Filoni, if they do the Inquisitor show, is going to be the lead guy on that. It's going to be amazing, man, and that's why I think Filoni is really in control of all this stuff right now. It's possible that he's doing a little bit in Obi-Wan, a little bit in Book of Boba. He's helping out all these other directors and people within Star Wars, and he's putting the story that George would have been appreciative of. He's really taking care of the Star Wars story and the legacy of George Lucas. In Filoni we trust. That's straight up right. Filoniverse still day. What? Oh, all day. Filoniverse all day. That's right. Straight up Jedi Mike. Darren Wood really wants that dark storytelling. Me too. I think we're getting some of that. The Bad Batch might die in the end of this, straight up. Man, that's sick. Imagine a Darth Bane Rule of Two show. That would be dope, bro. The Inquisitor show wouldn't be about that, but the Acolyte, that would be sick. I think the Acolyte is supposed to be about a female Sith character, and it's supposed to take place at the end of the High Republic, so it could be like Tenebrous' master or something. I don't even know. I honestly don't know enough about Legends, but I think it'll be really cool. And there's going to be a Lucasfilm Animation High Republic show. Where'd you hear about that, Jedi Mike? Send me a link in the Discord to that, because I'm curious about that. That'd be cool. Like I said, Lucasfilm Animation does some great work. We're going to end it in a little bit here, because we've been going for a while. Thank you guys for stopping by again. For real, you guys keep the Lair going. You're the reason I'm up at almost 2 a.m. again. It's a great time to be a Star Wars fan, though, and I'm so happy to be here with you guys talking about this, because it's straight up amazing. I love it. I thought that episode was a 10. I think Boba is 100% confirmed. We're going to see him. We're going to see Boba kill Cad Bane, and it might be Fennec, too. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I said the other day that Cad Bane was way cooler than Fennec, and this is exactly what I meant. Who took Fennec, or who took Omega? Was it Fennec or was it Cad Bane? It was Cad Bane, because he's way cooler than Fennec Shand. Straight up, though. Alright, y'all. I'm getting real tired. It is just past 1:45, and I'm running out of things to talk about, but I hope you guys had a good time tonight. My bad for the watch party going a little funky, but I'm happy to say that I had a good time tonight, even though all of that happened. And I love this community. You guys are really the best. You did a great job supporting me through this tragic event. So sad. No, it's alright. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the episode, because I am loving Bad Batch. And yeah, enjoy the second half of the season. You might see me next week on the Den. I might get canceled by the Den. We'll see. It'll be a fun process either way. I'm just playing. But for real, have a good night. Enjoy the rest of the Bad Batch. Smash that like button if you enjoyed the video. And even if you didn't, that's alright. Smash the dislike button. More attention the better, I guess. And if you do enjoy the content, go ahead and subscribe for more awesome Star Wars content just like this. Have a good night, guys. Boop. Bad Batch coming. Second half of this season is gonna be so good. 8 more episodes, and the first 8 were freaking phenomenal. This one was a 10 out of 10. I'm so happy for this. Let's go, Dave Filoni. Thank you for everything you do for Star Wars. I know. Good night. Have a good night. Get some rest for real. I will see you guys probably Monday or sometime this weekend. We'll see. May the Force be with you.